Am I the asshole for publicly shaming my aunt after she tried to pin something on my daughter? First answer, nope. But let's read. Last night, we had a family get-together at my 28th F great aunt Lori's 72F house. Okay. We were all maybe 12 aunts, uncle, cousin, enjoying our evening in our living room, when Lori pulls me aside to tell me that my daughter Anna tried to steal money from her bedroom. Shocked, I asked her what the hell she was talking about. Lori told me that she told my aunt Jessica that she noticed some money missing, and Jessica said she had seen Anna in her room earlier, and it was probably her. Jessica told Lori she would talk to Hannah and get the money back, but not to mention it to me because I just divorced and both me and Anna are going through a rough time and need some slack. Jessica supposedly got the money back from Hannah and returned it to Lori. Lori said she could not hold her tongue and had to talk to me about it. This is so dumb. Like, try to figure out stealing money and then put it on the back of a child. Jessica had a history of stealing. Extended family doesn't know about it. I immediately knew that Jessica tried to steal the money and pinned it on my daughter while trying to hide it from me. We were whispering in a corner of the living room up until this point, and I started to speak louder for others to hear. I said, "Aunt Lori, I'm betting it was Jessica who stole your money. She has been fired from her job from stealing cash from her boss. She's stolen money from her mother-in-law's room. She's stolen money from my mom's room, and now it seems like she's continued the pattern here. My daughter would never steal money. She barely even know what money is." Especially at 5 years old, you have no idea what money is. To some point, like what you can get with that or how representative this can be. So this makes sense. Everyone went silent and stared at us. Jessica didn't even deny or say anything. She just started crying and left without our husband. After all this, our husband started breaking down, crying and saying he's so sorry to everyone. He said he told us all that this has happened many more times and he can't deal with it anymore. Some of my cousins said I am an asshole for shaming her so publicly and making her husband cry. I'll admit, I was not at all expecting that reaction from him. Honestly, nice. It fits. It fits. Totally. So he went and he edited names. That's fine. He's not the asshole. That's like, okay. He did it was wrong, but that was to right another wrong. And we know that two wrong do not make a right. But like in that situation, I just got a call from another Hunt's husband. He told me Jessica did the exact same thing when I was a kid. This man called me to apologize. He's always been standoffish toward me and said it's because money went missing in its house when I was 7 years old and my aunt blamed it on me. Ah, she's such a jerk. He's been sour toward me all these years because of that. I'm freaking livid. Try to figure out, like, okay, I will say not the asshole, but the way he did it was a little bit asshole-ish. In another way, honestly, some problems should be taken for what they are. Jessica either is just a straight out bad person, or she might be kleptomaniac as well. So eventually, if she always get out of things with a little lie like this, she's breaking others' relationship, and she's also like, I say, like, she's the worst of the two evil here. It's harsh to go straight out like that against someone, but it had to be done, so good. You didn't make her husband cry. Jessica's behavior did. That makes sense. And she tried to pin her criminal behavior on a child and got called out. Maybe if someone had done this earlier, her husband wouldn't be so despairing about it. Absolutely. And she's been doing this for 20 years at least, and no one else has said anything. Good on you for calling her out. Yes. Why is it that people don't do or say anything? Honestly, that bad way of thinking that you cannot hurt the family, and there's going to be some very, very scary things that are going to get covered in some family just because you don't want to break the family, they say. Like, if you have someone in your family that actually wronged you or wronged other people, traumatized some other people, to some point, you gotta address that. Just like letting it go always will not be the answer that will fix the problem in between two person. So that was a rude way to address the problem, but that was probably the right thing to do in that kind of case. And it's kind of sad to know that she has been doing that with all the kids in her family. Like every kid that grew up around her, to some point, like end up looking like a thief because of her. Which be too easy to help the person that needs help. Yeah, no, you know, it's way easier to say, let's not talk about it, instead of like actually helping the person the best you can. And addressing the problem and being able to say that like, I have my own problem is the first step in being able to like care about it. So yeah, Jessica really needed that talk. Sadly, it had to happen that way, but at least now everybody knows that when some money's gonna come missing in a house and she's gonna be there, there's a high chance that it's Jessica. Not forcibly Jessica, but yeah. Jessica was there, Bruno. We don't talk about Jessica until they do talk. But like, sadly, like, it's not the same thing. Kim, Bruno actually loved its family, just like tried its best not to hurt them. And yeah, it was not a success. But it's like listening to Phenomen Raven and be like, oh no, she's the evil one because she see bad thing. And then she makes them happen. And then she's still a bad girl. Oh. Here, next.